What a way to start the day as My Destiny moves into the starting gate and takes the outside stall. And they're all in. They're off in the Derby City Distaff. And a very good beginning for Travel Column, who goes out to the early lead. Monterey and My Destiny on the outside. Wicked Halo, Goodnight Olive right in behind them and racing down on the rail. Up the backstretch they go, and it's Travel Column the leader. Monterey to the outside. Goodnight Olive is just in behind them now and running along in third, 2 lengths from the front. Then Wicked Halo to the outside by 2. Hot and Sultry has 5 lengths to make up. The trailer is My Destiny, and the opening quarter mile was 22.07 seconds. They're making their way around the far turn. Travel Column is the leader, 3/4 of a length over Monterey in second. The big favorite, Goodnight Olive, she's 4th on the inside. And right to her outside is Wicked Halo, who's up into 3rd and just a length and a half off the lead. Goodnight Olive still with work to do here. She's 2.5 lengths behind. She's pinned in on the inside, and circling the field now is Hot and Sultry, and they're into the stretch. And it is Monterey. Goodnight Olive trying to find a seam in between horses, just to the inside of Wicked Halo. Still Monterey, a furlong to run. Wicked Halo to the outside. Goodnight Olive is down toward the rail. Monterey is still there. Wicked Halo, Goodnight Olive's going to split him and try to come on late, but there's no room, and Monterey won it. Wicked Halo is second, a trouble trip for Goodnight Olive. She has to settle for 3rd, then Hot and Sultry.
Wow, Monterey just must like this weekend. Won the 8 bells last year on Derby weekend, wins again here today.
Turns the tables on Wicked Halo, beats Goodnight Olive, but Goodnight Olive was about probably 2 or 3 lengths the best in the race. Right? You could see this coming down the backside, that the speed horses surrounded Goodnight Olive, put her in a box. Nothing her rider, Irad Ortiz Jr. could do. They kept her boxed in all the way until the wire, basically. She never really had a clear path to run.
Tyler Gaffalione on Wicked Halo knew the 3-5 favorite was right inside of him. Got up right outside of her to keep her pinned in behind the early speed. Travel Column and Monterey. Monterey got the jump on Wicked Halo this time, just like last time at Oakland Park, but this time second start off a long layoff here at Churchill Downs. Brad Cox and Monterey, Godolphin get the job done. Let's look at this again, though.
And all of this is totally within the rules. It's totally legal. Goodnight Olive just did not have a clear path. You can see Irad Ortiz Jr., her jockey, is looking right now for a place to go. The gray filly's got her boxed in, but if she moves up, the filly with the blue silks has got her boxed in. Can't really get inside the leader, the gray filly, at this point. So he's got no options.
And it's not necessarily that it's because the favorite had a target on her back. It's kind of the way the race was developing, but when they saw she was down in there, they certainly weren't going to let her out.
And nobody was going to move too early as to let her out, so that the box stayed the same all the way around the track.
To play Monday morning quarterback, what could Irad have done differently?
He would have had to have taken her so far back to get outside the box, it would have taken her completely out of the race.
It's conceivable that Tyler Gaffalione aboard Wicked Halo was so concerned about Goodnight Olive that he kind of let Monterey get away a little bit. I don't think that's what happened necessarily. Monterey, I think, was the best horse here other than Goodnight Halo.